Welcome back to the channel where we explore the most fascinating and valuable coins in U.S. history. Today we are taking a deep dive into the legendary 1972 D Mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent penny coin, a coin that has shocked collectors and numismatists around the world by reaching an unbelievable market value of $49,709. Yes, you heard that right. A coin that was once worth just 1 cent is now considered a true treasure in the world of rare and collectible currency. So sit back, relax, and join us as we unfold the remarkable story behind the 1972 D Lincoln cent, uncovering its origin, unique features, historical importance, and the reasons why it is worth a lot of money today. The Lincoln cent was first introduced in the year 1909 to commemorate the 100th birthday of Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the Lincoln cent replaced the Indian head penny and became the first regular-issue U.S. coin to feature a real person's portrait. For decades, this iconic coin has gone through numerous changes in design, mint location, composition, and mint mark. But among all those years, the year 1972 holds a special place in the hearts of collectors, especially the version minted in Denver, which carries the famous D Mint mark. The 1972 D Lincoln cent was produced at the Denver Mint, located in Colorado, and featured the traditional design of Abraham Lincoln's profile on the obverse side. The reverse of the coin at that time still bore the image of the Lincoln Memorial, which had been added in 1959 to mark Lincoln's 150th birthday. The inscriptions on the obverse included the words "In God We Trust" along the upper rim, Liberty on the left side behind Lincoln's portrait, and the year 1972 with the D Mint mark just below it, slightly to the right. Now let us talk about why this specific coin is so valuable today. In 1972, over 2 billion Lincoln cents were minted, with more than 250 million of them coming from the Denver Mint alone. So what makes one of those 250 million coins worth nearly $50,000? The answer lies in a combination of rarity, rare varieties, pristine condition, and collector demand. One of the major reasons why certain 1972 D Lincoln pennies are extremely valuable is due to rare minting errors that occurred during the production process. These errors can include off-center strikes, double die obverse, clipped planchets, die cracks, and even coins struck on the wrong metal planchets. Among these, the double die error is one of the most famous and highly sought after by collectors. While the double die variety is more commonly associated with the Philadelphia minted coins of that year, there are also extremely rare and valuable double die examples of the 1972 D penny, making them highly prized in the numismatic community. However, even if the coin does not have an error, its value can skyrocket if it is in uncirculated condition or graded as MS66 or higher by a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. Coins in such high mint state condition are extremely rare because most coins that enter circulation are subject to wear and tear. To find a 1972 D penny that has survived for over 50 years in immaculate condition, with no signs of wear, perfect luster, sharp details, and no scratches, is like finding a needle in a haystack. In one notable auction, a 1972 D Lincoln penny graded MS67 red by PCGS sold for an astonishing $49,709. The stunning red coloration and flawless surface made it stand out among thousands of other coins, elevating its value to elite collector status. The bright red appearance of the coin is due to the copper content which, when preserved perfectly without any oxidation, retains its original red hue and significantly increases its desirability. Another factor that plays into the high value of this coin is historical interest. The early 1970s was a transitional period in the United States, with the Vietnam War ongoing, major political shifts, and changing economic conditions. Coins from this era hold a deeper sentimental value for many collectors. The 1972 D penny is more than just a piece of metal. It is a tangible artifact of a pivotal time in American history, So, how can you tell if your 1972D Lincoln penny is worth money? First, examine the coin closely under a magnifying glass or take it to a local coin expert. Look for any signs of doubling, minting errors, or unusual characteristics. If you believe your coin is in exceptional condition or has an error, consider sending it to a professional grading service for evaluation. Even a small error or slightly higher grade can mean the difference between a coin worth a few cents and one worth thousands of dollars. To summarize, the 1972D Lincoln 1-cent penny is one of the most fascinating and potentially valuable coins in U.S. history. With a rich historical background, a design that honors one of America's greatest presidents, and a market value that can reach up to $49,709, it truly is a treasure hiding in plain sight. Whether you are a seasoned collector or just starting your numismatic journey, always keep an eye out for these hidden gems in your pocket change, coin jars, or old family collections. You never know, the next penny you find could be worth a fortune. If you found this video helpful or interesting, be sure to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more exciting stories about rare coins, valuable currency, and tips on how to find them. Drop us a comment below if you have a 1972D penny or any other coin you want us to cover. Thanks for watching and happy coin hunting! Welcome back to the channel, where today we dive deep into one of the most fascinating and sought-after coins among collectors and treasure hunters, the mysterious and highly valuable 1980 no-mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny coin. If you're watching this video, chances are you're curious about how an ordinary-looking penny from over 4 decades ago could now be worth as much as $67,834 in today's coin market. Get ready, because the story behind this coin is absolutely thrilling, and it could change the way you look at your pocket change forever. Let's begin by understanding the basics. The 1980 Lincoln 1-cent penny features the iconic image of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, or front, of the coin. This classic design was first introduced in 1909 to honor the centennial of Lincoln's birth. The design was created by renowned sculptor Victor David Brenner, and it has since become one of the most recognizable and longest-running designs in United States coinage history. Now here's where it gets interesting. Most Lincoln pennies minted in 1980 carry either a D mint mark, indicating they were produced at the Denver Mint, or an S mint mark, representing the San Francisco Mint for proof coins. But on very rare occasions, collectors have discovered 1980 Lincoln pennies that have no mint mark at all. These coins were struck at the Philadelphia Mint, which until 1980 traditionally did not place a mint mark on its coins. However, it is extremely rare to find one from this year with no mint mark that also has unique qualities or errors that make it worth thousands of dollars. The true value of a 1980 no mint mark Lincoln penny lies not just in its rarity, but also in its condition, minting anomalies, and historical appeal. Some examples of this coin have been discovered with dramatic die errors, doubling on the lettering or Lincoln's profile, off-center strikes, or other rare characteristics that enhance its desirability among serious numismatists and collectors. One such coin. A pristine 1980 no-mint mark Lincoln penny in almost perfect uncirculated condition with visible doubling and an exceptional red-brown luster, was recently sold for a jaw-dropping price of $67,834 at a private coin auction. The condition of the coin was graded as MS68, a near-flawless mint state that is extremely rare for pennies of this age. The surface of the coin had no signs of circulation, scratches, or discoloration, and it retained its original mint sheen, which further amplified its market value. But what really drove the price of that coin so high was the combination of its historical significance, its mint-era rarity, and its impeccable preservation. Collectors around the world are constantly on the lookout for coins like this because they are considered numismatic gems, artifacts from American history that carry both financial and cultural value. It's also important to note that not all 1980 no-mint mark pennies are worth tens of thousands of dollars. Common circulated examples may only be worth a few cents above face value. But if you have a 1980 penny without a mint mark, especially one in excellent condition or with a noticeable error, it's worth examining more closely. A professional coin grading service can help determine its grade, and an appraiser or auction house can assist in understanding its true value in the current market. So, what should you look for if you believe you might have one of these valuable coins hiding in your penny jar or coin collection? First, check for the absence of a mint mark below the date. Then, inspect the coin under magnification for any unusual features such as double die errors, strong luster, or off-center strikes. If you spot anything unusual and the coin appears to be in great shape, you might be holding a treasure worth thousands. As of now, the 1980 no mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny holds a special place in the world of coin collecting. With recent sales reaching as high as $67,834, it serves as a powerful reminder that hidden gems may be sitting quietly in your home, waiting to be discovered. Keep an eye out, examine your coins carefully, and who knows, you might just be the next lucky collector to uncover a penny worth more than most people earn in a year. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the story of the 1980 no mint mark Lincoln penny and its surprising value, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss another incredible coin story. Share your thoughts in the comments. Do you have a 1980 penny in your collection? Let us know below, and until next time, happy hunting and good luck in your search for hidden treasures in your spare change. Welcome back to the channel where we uncover hidden treasures in your pocket change and coin collections. Today, we are diving deep into the fascinating history, details, and current market value of one of the most mysterious and highly sought-after coins in modern numismatics, the 1981 no mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny coin. This coin, although seemingly ordinary, has been making headlines among collectors and enthusiasts for its rarity, historical significance, and astonishing market value that recently reached a jaw-dropping $67,745. Yes, you heard that right. One single penny from 1981, without a mint mark, has stunned the coin world by fetching a small fortune. Let's explore why this coin is so special and why it's turning heads in the rare coin market. First, let's go back in time and understand the origin of the 1981 Lincoln 1-cent penny. The Lincoln cent, designed by Victor David Brenner, was introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. It replaced the Indian head cent and marked the first time a real person appeared on a U.S. coin. The original design featured Lincoln's bust on the obverse, and the reverse carried the wheat ears until it was changed to the Lincoln Memorial design in 1959. The Lincoln Memorial reverse would remain until 2008, making the 1981 penny part of a long and familiar era in American coinage. Now, let's talk about the minting of the 1981 penny. In 1981, Lincoln cents were struck at 3 United States mint facilities: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. The Philadelphia Mint, which traditionally did not use a mint mark at the time, produced pennies that carry no mint mark. Meanwhile, the Denver Mint used a D mint mark, and the San Francisco Mint used an S, primarily for proof coins. Therefore, when we refer to a 1981 no mint mark Lincoln cent, we are typically talking about coins struck in Philadelphia. However, there is more to this story than just the absence of a mint mark. What makes this particular coin so valuable is not simply its Philadelphia origin, but a combination of factors including pristine condition, die errors, and rare strike varieties. The 1981 no mint mark Lincoln penny that fetched $67,745 was an extraordinary specimen. It was struck on a high-quality planchet, exhibited a brilliant red luster, and showed almost no signs of wear. Graded by top-tier coin grading companies like PCGS or NGC as a mint state 68 or higher, this coin stood out among millions of ordinary 1981 pennies. Adding to its intrigue are rare varieties and minting errors that occurred during the 1981 production year. Some of these include off-center strikes, double die obverse errors, and transitional planchet errors, which can dramatically increase a coin's value. Collectors actively seek out these varieties, and when they appear on a 1981 no-mint mark penny in immaculate condition, the value skyrockets. In the case of the record-breaking penny, it was not only near perfect in condition, but also featured microscopic doubling visible under magnification, which further elevated its rarity and desirability. It's also important to note that 1981 marked the end of an era in terms of penny composition. While the official transition to copper-plated zinc occurred in mid-1982, the years leading up to the switch saw several experiments and changes in minting practices. This transitional period has led to increased scrutiny and interest in coins from the early 1980s. Some numismatists even suggest that certain rare planchets or test strikes may have made their way into circulation during this time, adding further mystery to coins like the 1981 no-mint mark Lincoln penny. Now, you may be wondering, how can a penny with no mint mark be worth over $67,000 when millions were produced? The answer lies in rarity combined with condition and collector demand. While Philadelphia struck over 7 billion pennies in 1981, only a tiny fraction of those survive today in high mint state grades with no blemishes, no contact marks, and perfect luster. Add a rare die variety or error, and that coin becomes a once-in-a-lifetime discovery. It's these ultra-rare examples that drive high-end auction results and generate headlines in the numismatic world. The 1981 no-mint mark Lincoln penny that recently sold for $67,745 was auctioned by one of the most prestigious coin houses in the United States. It attracted fierce bidding from collectors and investors who recognized its rarity, provenance, and near-flawless condition. According to auction reports, the coin was preserved in a secure private collection for decades before being professionally graded and brought to market. Its final hammer price shocked even seasoned coin dealers and instantly elevated the 1981 no-mint mark penny to legendary status. So, what should you be looking for in your pocket change or old coin jars at home? When it comes to the 1981 Lincoln cent, look for pennies with no mint mark that appear unusually sharp and uncirculated. If the coin has a bright red or red-brown luster and no signs of wear, it may be worth a closer inspection. Use a magnifying glass to examine the date and details of Lincoln's portrait for any signs of doubling or unusual features. If you believe you have something special, consult a professional coin dealer or send your coin to a reputable grading service like PCGS or NGC for evaluation. A small investment in grading can lead to a huge return if your coin turns out to be one of the rare gems like the $67,745 penny. In conclusion, the 1981 no-mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny is a stunning example of how everyday coins can become highly prized collectibles. With a rich historical background, immense collector interest, and the potential to be worth tens of thousands of dollars, this coin reminds us to never underestimate the value of what's in our pocket change. It's not just about age or appearance, but about rarity, condition, and the story behind the coin. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or just starting out, keep your eyes open, because the next big discovery might just be sitting in your spare change. Thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed this deep dive into one of the most valuable Lincoln pennies ever sold, make sure to like this video, subscribe to our channel for more coin collecting treasures, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss out on the latest rare coin updates and unbelievable market values. Let us know in the comments if you've come across any rare or unusual 1981 pennies, and what you'd do if you found one worth over $67,000. Until next time, happy hunting, and may your next coin find be a valuable one. Welcome back, coin collectors and treasure hunters from around the world. In today's special and detailed video, we are going deep into the remarkable history, hidden value, and fascinating secrets behind the 1998 D-Mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny coin. This is not just any ordinary coin that you might find lying around in change or tossed into an old coin jar. This is a coin with rare characteristics, striking history, and a staggering current market value of $56,983, making it one of the most sought-after modern Lincoln pennies in existence. Whether you're a beginner or an experienced numismatist, you're about to discover why this little copper-plated penny has captured the attention of collectors and investors alike. Let's first begin by traveling back to the year 1998. This was a time of major political, cultural, and economic shifts in the United States. Amid all that change, the Denver Mint produced millions upon millions of Lincoln 1-cent coins bearing the D Mint mark, signifying their origin from the Denver Mint facility in Colorado. While the majority of these coins were standard circulation strikes intended for everyday commerce, a small group of them possessed unusual traits that would make them incredibly valuable in the world of coin collecting decades later. The Lincoln 1-cent penny design used in 1998 features the familiar profile portrait of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, or front, of the coin. This iconic image, originally designed by Victor David Brenner and first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Lincoln's birth, has become one of the longest-running and most recognizable coin designs in United States history. By 1998, this design had already seen almost 90 years of continuous use, making it a nostalgic yet enduring part of American currency. But what really makes the 1998 D Lincoln penny stand out is the combination of minting errors, die varieties, condition, and extremely low survival rates in high grades. While over 5 billion pennies were minted that year with the D mark, the real treasures are the very few coins that were struck with unusual characteristics, including off-center strikes, double dies, and extremely rare examples with pristine finishes or virtually no signs of wear. These are the coins that today fetch thousands and, in rare cases, like the one we're talking about now, over $56,000. One specific 1998 D Lincoln penny in a high mint state grade, especially graded MS 69 read by professional grading companies such as PCGS or NGC, became the centerpiece of a major coin auction. This coin was nearly flawless, with razor-sharp details, rich red color indicating original luster, and absolutely no visible nicks or scratches. The coin's eye appeal, combined with its rarity in that high grade, sent collectors into a bidding frenzy, driving the final hammer price to an astounding $56,983. Imagine finding a single penny with a face value of just 1 cent and discovering it could change your life financially. So what makes a 1998 D Lincoln penny worth this much? Let's break it down. First, condition is king. A coin graded MS 67 or higher is already rare, but one graded MS 68 or MS 69 is near perfection and incredibly hard to find in circulation. Second, color and luster play a huge role. Coins that retain their original red coloration, referred to as RD by graders, are worth significantly more than brown or red-brown coins. Third, strike quality matters. Coins that were struck with fresh dies, showing crisp and detailed impressions, are always more desirable, but perhaps the most exciting factor is the presence of mint errors and die varieties. The 1998 D Lincoln penny is known to have a few double die obverse varieties where Lincoln's features, the lettering in Liberty or In God We Trust, or even the date itself, appear slightly duplicated due to die misalignment during production. Coins with clear and dramatic doubling are extremely collectible, and when paired with high condition, they become investment-grade assets. Additionally, any off-metal strikes, such as a penny accidentally struck on a dime planchet or off-center strikes, can also boost the value considerably. Now, if you are sitting at home wondering whether you might own one of these hidden gems, you need to start examining your coin collection. Begin by looking for that small D mint mark just below the year 1998 on the coin's obverse. Then, check the coin's surface. Does it have a full red luster with no wear? Are there any unusual doubling effects on the lettering or Lincoln's profile? Consider using a magnifying glass or coin microscope to detect even subtle errors. If your coin looks promising, it's time to send it to a professional grading service. Coins graded and slabbed by PCGS or NGC hold the highest value in the market because their condition is officially authenticated and protected in a secure holder. It's also important to understand the coin market trends. Coins like the 1998 Lincoln penny gain significant value based on supply and demand. Since many of these pennies were used and worn out in circulation, high-grade examples are incredibly scarce. As more collectors realize the investment potential of these coins, demand keeps rising while the supply remains extremely limited. That is what creates this explosive price appreciation. Whether you are an experienced coin dealer, a passionate hobbyist, or someone just curious about the coins in your pocket, the story of the 1998 Mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent penny proves that treasure can truly be found in the smallest and most unexpected places. This humble copper-coated coin has become a legend in numismatic circles, a dream discovery that could turn ordinary people into wealthy collectors overnight. So, don't underestimate the power of a single penny. Take a moment to search through your change jars, your drawers, or old coin albums. That 1-cent coin might not just be a piece of history, it could be a golden ticket to a financial windfall. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful and fascinating, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss another coin treasure story. Share this video with fellow collectors and family members who might have coins tucked away that could be worth thousands. Keep hunting, keep learning, and never stop believing that one small coin could hold a very big surprise. Until next time, happy collecting. Welcome back to the channel, where we explore the fascinating world of rare coins, hidden treasures, and the stories behind the most valuable money in your pocket. Today's video takes us deep into the remarkable history, unique characteristics, and current jaw-dropping value of the 2006 Mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent penny coin. A small piece of copper-plated zinc that has turned heads in the numismatic community due to a recent market value soaring to $78,906. Yes, you heard that right, nearly $80,000 for a 1-cent coin minted less than 2 decades ago. Let us begin our journey back in the year 2006, a time when the Lincoln cent was already one of the most produced coins in American history. That year, the United States Mint continued its regular production of the Lincoln penny at the Philadelphia and Denver mints, and for collectors, it seemed to be just another routine year. However, hidden in the sea of billions of Lincoln cents, a few specimens began to emerge without a mint mark, causing a stir among experts and hobbyists. Now, for those unfamiliar with mint marks, let us break it down. A mint mark is a small letter printed on the coin that indicates which U.S. mint facility produced it. For example, D represents the Denver Mint, and S stands for San Francisco. Coins minted in Philadelphia, traditionally, do not bear a mint mark when it comes to pennies. So, technically speaking, most Philadelphia 2006 Lincoln cents will appear without a mint mark, and that is expected. But what makes certain 2006 Mint Mark Lincoln cents extremely valuable is not simply the absence of a mint mark, but rather a combination of rarity, flawless condition, and dramatic errors or unique die varieties. Some of these special 2006 cents are tied to double die obverse errors, off-center strikes, and striking anomalies that make them rare one-of-a-kind pieces. In a sea of over 8 billion pennies minted that year, only a handful exhibit the characteristics that collectors dream of. One such coin, graded MS-69 red by a leading grading service like PCGS or NGC, recently sold in a private auction for a staggering $78,906 due to its pristine condition, rich red luster, and unique visual appeal. The coin had razor-sharp details, zero visible where under magnification, and brilliant cartwheel luster that made it an instant centerpiece for any elite collection. Now, let's dive into the history of the Lincoln cent to fully appreciate why even modern issues like the 2006 Mint Mark penny can command such incredible prices. First introduced in 1909, the Lincoln cent replaced the Indian head cent and became the first U.S. coin to feature a real person's likeness, that of President Abraham Lincoln, in honor of his 100th birthday. Designed by sculptor Victor David Brenner, the original coin featured his initials VB and the wheat ears reverse that lasted until 1958. From 1959 to 2008, the reverse design featured the Lincoln Memorial. symbolizing national unity and Lincoln's enduring legacy. The 2006 penny we are discussing falls under this memorial reverse era, just 2 years before the bicentennial redesign of 2009. It's important to note that by 2006, Lincoln cents were no longer being struck from solid copper. Due to rising metal costs, the U.S. Mint switched to a composition of 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper plating in 1982, and this composition continued into the 2006 coin. So what exactly makes this 2006 no-mint mark Lincoln penny worth over $78,000? Let's break it down. First, condition is everything. This coin achieved a mint state 69 red grade, which is just one grade below perfect. Coins in this condition are extremely rare, especially in modern circulation where most coins acquire nicks, scratches, and toning from use. Second, collector demand for top-tier modern coins has surged. Many high-end collectors now seek out the best examples of post-2000 coinage to build complete, pristine collections. With populations of top-graded 2006 pennies being extremely low, competition drives prices higher. Third, some of these pennies exhibit rare errors such as die cracks, double dies, or planchet flaws, which make them unique and irreplaceable. Any coin that deviates from the norm in a visually dramatic way adds serious value in the auction market. Fourth, the no-mint mark mystery adds an element of curiosity. While Philadelphia Mint coins typically lack a mint mark, any confusion or mix-up at the mint involving planchets, striking pressure, or misaligned dies can create a numismatic mystery worth investigating. And now, the moment everyone has been waiting for. How can you identify a valuable 2006 no-mint mark Lincoln penny? Here are a few key tips to help you spot one that might be worth thousands. Look for pristine coins. Uncirculated examples with bright red color and no signs of wear. Check for errors. Examine the obverse and reverse for signs of doubling, die cracks, off-center strikes, or incomplete rims. Use a magnifier. You'll need 10x magnification or better to spot subtle differences in die varieties. Weigh the coin. A standard zinc Lincoln penny should weigh about 2.5 grams. If your coin is heavier, you may have an error or wrong planchet coin. Submit for grading. If you suspect your coin is in near perfect condition, have it graded by PCGS or NGC. Coins with a certified grade command the highest prices. Research recent auctions. Keep up with auction houses and online platforms like Heritage Auctions or eBay for realized prices and trends. If you do happen to come across a 2006 Lincoln penny with no mint mark in high grade and possibly a visible error, you could be holding onto a gold mine. It might be time to pull out that old coin jar, search through your loose change, or ask friends and family if they've got any pennies from 2006 lying around. So to all coin collectors, investors, and enthusiasts out there, remember, it's not always the oldest coins that are worth the most. Sometimes, a coin from just a few years ago can take the numismatic world by storm. The 2006 no-mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny, now valued at $78,906, is a perfect example of how rarity, condition, and collector interest can transform a humble penny into a priceless artifact. Thank you for watching. If you found this video informative, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel for more deep dives into rare and valuable coins. Hit the notification bell so you never miss another coin worth big money. Until next time, happy collecting and keep hunting. Your fortune might just be hiding in plain sight.